Well, welcome back there. As we can see, pretty overcast still in the grand final here this Saturday, the 12th of September. Waiting now on the umpire to recommence the recommence the game. That's the word. Yes, Barry.
Right, up in the air it goes. Up they go. North Geelong get the first tap down to no advantage. So it was Reno Smilovic that took that tap. Players holding their hands up as if they're at an auction, but...
I think you might have won Touch Lotto. Or, no, what is it? Bingo, though. You put their hand up when they win, don't they, Barry?
I tell you what, there was enough hands up there, but the umpire's taken the ball. Up in the air it goes. In he goes again, Smilovic. Brings it to turf. Players... not content on going for the ball there. It's picked up for Werribee Centrals and kicked down towards half forward. But in defence is a big fella, Birch, and he's taken another great mark.
Gary Birch, the veteran, on the right foot, punts it up there looking for Smilovic, but in front,
Miller.
chipping in well, Bradley Miller. And I like the look of this bloke. No, it's Mick Foster.
Dowling.
Dowling. Well, they all look very similar, those three blokes. And I think that's number 22 or 12. We'll call it Miller. And he's done well early stages. Great mark up there at far forward, James Pulley.
He's kicked towards a 10-yard square, beats the pack, goes close to the point line. Kept in play, though, by the players from Werribee Centrals. Now it's gone over the line, and 1 point goes on the board to the Werribee Central side. Waiting on the fullback and Peter McPhail to bring this ball back in for the North Geelong side. Undecided which side he'll go. Now he goes out to the far side of the Western Oval. Over the back of the pack it goes. Birch couldn't take possession of it. At the bottom of the pack there for the Werribee Central side is that number... Look like number 12, Miller. Any rate, up they go. Tap down for Werribee Centrals. They gain a few metres. North Geelong get a quick kick down towards centre wing. I think it's gone over the line on the full. And or was it touched off the boot?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, Baz, as we... There
yes,
I think it might have been touched off the boot. You're a good call, Barry Walker.
Right, boundary umpire now with the ball. Brings it back into play. Up they go. Tap down by Smilovic again. A quick kick out of the pack for North Geelong. Sees it go down. A chance here for Stephen Smilovic. Gets it out wide. On the ground, Bernardo for the Werribee Central side. A handball there. It's flipped out the back. North Geelong with handball. Get it across to their teammate there. And Yateman's long handball down to half forward. There's two of them over there. One shooter, Shepherd, who runs past now. Takes a handball. Steadies on the 50-metre line. Kicks the ball down towards a 10-yard square. Ward just couldn't grab it off his hands, through for 1 point.
Yeah, a little stiff there, Wonder Ward, because he good use of the body, Baz, but just couldn't pull in that wet, slippery ball.
Right now, waiting for the fullback for the Werribee Centrals to bring the ball back into place. Favours the scoreboard side. Over the heads of the players it goes. Socket off the ground there by Ricky May. Gains a few more metres, but coming across nicely there is Craig Cook for the North Geelong side. Takes it across the line and will have a throw in.
Yeah, ball's on the outer side of the Western Oval, which is a little bit of a sodden Western Oval at the minute, as the ball now thrown back in, working hard there. That was bustling. Burnsy thumps it down, well picked up like a dry day by Cookie, and his little chip kick only goes a short distance, but it's to the side's advantage, and again finds the boundary line.
Right, the boundary umpire throws the ball high, up the ruckman go. Over the back of the pack it comes. A chance here for the Werribee Central side, but well tackled by Burns again. But the umpire will have nothing of it and will have a ball up.
Yeah, good strong work there by Shane Burns, and he's doing well for his side early stages, Barry.
Up the ball goes down the ground. Miller's got a chance here. He's chased by Cook. He's got backup support from Ricky May. Picks the ball up, kicks it down forward, but it's gone over the line. And on the full this time, and the free kick to be taken in defence by the big ruckman for North Geelong in Birch. Plays on quickly, kicks down towards centre wing. Up they go. No one can take the mark. Smilovic's in there. It's picked up though and kicked forward for the North Geelong side. Down towards the forward pocket. Racing for the ball out there for Werribee Centrals was Burton. It's good teammate. Picks it up now. Kicks down towards the half forward line, but Burns is in. Is it Burton? No. Yes, it is.
It is. It certainly is bustling,
Shocking
Burnsy.
Kick.
Well, it found the target. They Colo on the left foot, just chips it over the top. Who's he looking for? Oh, good
Gomez.
work there. Yes, Gomez. And he taps it forward. Now Wonder feeds off the hand
well
pass. Good football there to Sean Collins, who shoots it. Goal. It's an absolute shocker.
Yes, bad kick there. It was off the boot of Sean Hoskin.
That's the boy.
And the free kick to be taken down there for Werribee Centrals by Joel Wilson in the last line of defence. Kicks round towards the grandstand side. Players set themselves down to turf. It comes. Werribee Centrals now get out with handball. Gain about 10 metres. Picked up here and kicked forward for him down towards centre wing. The mark to be paid down there to Gomez.
David Dowling doing well too. Another possession for the Werribee Centrals half-back flanker, but Gomez now the boy with the fabulous Magpie Guernsey on, punts it up there to half forward, but the big fella, I think you'll find that's Ricky Govan, takes a nice grab for the Central side.
Right, he's kicked down towards centre wing, and the mark has been paid to Werribee Centrals to Pulai. Plays on quickly with handball over the top to his teammate, who kicks the ball further afield. And that's Dahu down towards centre half forward. The ball goes. Scramble for play down there. Picked up in handballed over the top there by Dennis Cunningham. Tapped further afield by Zulin. Out towards a pocket. Grabbed there was Zulin as he ran onto the ball, and the umpire will move in and ball it up.
Yeah, good
David
pressure.
Buchanan, sorry, that was at the bottom of the pack.
Certainly.
Pulai taps the ball down, going across now. Werribee Centrals pick it up, handball back. Here's a chance for him. The kick smothered in defence, all being held there was the North Geelong player in Craig Cook. Prominent in the first half, and he'll
Certainly
go back and take the free kick.
Yes, played very well, Craigie Cook, and opportunity now to defend for the Pies. Brings it to the members' side. Thackeray's at the back of the pack. Yateman was there, couldn't hold the ball, well fisted away from him. And, well, we see there that Russ Thackeray couldn't trap the footy.
He had a couple of goes, but it just kept rolling away from him. In the ball comes. Bernardo gets it down. Miller gets another kick. It's smothered. Gomez is in there for the North Geelong side. So is Cook. Bottled up. And the umpire will move in and ball it up.
Well, Baz, it's anybody's game of football here in the 92 Reserves Grade G DFL Grand Final here at the Western Oval, as we see that 117 North Geelong lead Werribee Centrals 2 points on the guest video scoreboard.
Right from defence now, it's picked up here for Werribee Central's handball to Armour Quitter. He's kicked down towards half forward. Yateman's in there. He's pulled off his kick as he tried to kick it. Scramble of players underneath the pack as the ball, and the umpire move in and ball it up again. Throws the ball high in the air. Up they go. Bernardo gets the tap down again. No one can take advantage of it. Bursting there, trying to burst his way through there for the Werribee Central side was Caserta, but he couldn't get it through, and free kick's been paid and kicked quickly by Dowling down towards the forward line. Birch knocks it away from Pulai. So comes out here, picked up by Miller. Miller's kicked towards the forward line, and a juggling mark taken back there by Burns for the North Geelong side. Plays on quickly, dodging and weaving, doesn't know where to go. Comes out towards the grandstand side now, kicks the ball out wide, and the mark's been taken for North Geelong by Cruz.
Well, Cruz are now at half back as, well, I think you'll find...
downfield.
Yeah, there's been a downfield, or the play went over the mark, Baz, and it's the first 50-metre penalty for the 92 Grand Final.
Yes, and Darren Cruz to drive North Geelong into attack. Comes in from centre wing now. A high kick down towards the centre wing, and the mark's been taken down here for North Geelong, and it's been taken by Wayne Collins. Collins now on centre wing for the North Geelong side. Kicks the ball high down towards the forward line. Up they go, and War comes out and takes the mark for the North Geelong side. The veteran for the North Geelong side in Peter War, going back to line this shot up, comes in with the drop punt. Kicks right through the ball.
She's popped it through, Bazza.
Yes, first goal on the board to Peter War for the North Geelong side here this afternoon, and well, goals are going to be very scarce.
Certainly is today, Barry, but those 2 goals early stages of the 92 Grand Final sets those fabulous Magpies up sweetly for the big one.
Right now, waiting for the ball to come back to the centre and the umpire to recommence this game. You right there, Ron?
Oh, it's hard work, mate. Just having another can of margins.
Up in the air it goes. Tapped down there by Smilovic for the North Geelong side. They go forward again. Here's a chance for him through the agency of Whittaker, but it goes out wide. Chasing the ball over there, soccering it off the ground to Sean Hosking to the safety of the boundary line, but it's gone over on the full, and the free kick to be taken by Alan Burke.
You wouldn't believe it, Baz. Dave Cook's go to bed. Good afternoon to the old stage at Dave Cook.
I thought he'd been playing golf. At any rate, the kick down towards the half forward line. Under marks taken in defence for North Geelong. They drive the ball down towards the centre wing. Tapped down by Bernardo. Pack develops. It's flipped out by the North Geelong players. In there is the big fella Stephen Smilovic, but it's scramble over there. The umpire letting it go. It's close to the boundary line. Kick forward down there, down to half forward for Werribee Centrals. Picked up in defence for North Geelong side. They kick back towards the centre. Bernardo couldn't take the mark. Slipping and sliding there is the players, and the umpire will move in and ball it up as over there on half forward flank.
Atrocious conditions here today, Barry. Won't be too many goals kicked. Up they go. Smilovic was up there for North Geelong. Comes down to the player here with a hand pass coming out wide. Burns a chance for North Geelong, but it eludes him. He dives in on top of his opponent. May well have given away the free kick, Shane Burns, and the umpire has deemed that as such. And we're just waiting to see who's going to pick this one up.
Right, the kick taken quickly. I think it was Miller. He's kicked down towards a forward pocket. Big Birch is in there for the North Geelong side. They're forcing a forward Werribee Centrals. It's picked up here by Dahu. He's handballed out wide to his teammate. Taps it over the top. Gives his running player there in Foster a chance. It goes to Miller. Miller has a shot towards goal. Offline, 1 point.
Well, wasn't the best of shots for goal there from Brad Miller. Not under a lot of pressure. Been a handy player early in the game too. But just 1 point on the board to Bradley Miller, the number 12 Guernsey there for the Centrals. North Geelong, they kick the ball in out the half back. Oh, player claimed high there whilst attempting a mark. That one would have hurt too, Barry, on a nice cold day.
Yes, he copped one right in the middle of the back region there, and he's
not
still
too
down
good
on the ground.
I doubt he'll take this kick, actually, Barry. He doesn't look too good. There's the scoreboard, 13 players, 3 as we see the guest video scoreboard in the second quarter, and this player is not too good. Hope he's all right.
Right now, the umpire just waiting. Trainer out there. Is it Dahu? Well,
Too sure who it is.
I think it's number 39. If the player would just get out.
Very hard to see the number there.
Oh, he's got up quite well. Once they lifted him off the ground, he's...
Yeah, Rod Amakwitsa went over and said, "You're all right, son. It's your kick." And he's got up off the ground, out of the mud. We still won't give us a look at his number, Barry.
Yes, it is
39,
number 39,
it is.
Headley Dahu. At any rate, the kick's been taken, driven into the forward line. Over the line it goes, and out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in deep in the forward pocket for the Werribee Central side. Boundary umpire to bring the ball back into play. Throws it up high. Ruckman go up. Birch is in there, beaten by Pullai. Socket off the ground by the defenders of North Geelong, but a pack develops, and we'll have a ball up.
See Danny Tetlow in there, looking reasonably clean. Doing a good job for North Geelong. Up they go. Big Reno Smilovic won the hit down. Didn't get it far to the advantage of his side. They stack in on top of it over there again. Players claiming free kicks. Umpires having none of that. And he's going to come in and ball up immediately again where it was before.
Up in the air it goes. Ruckman set themselves. Up they go. Big Pullai went up. Beaten for it by Smilovic. Down to turf it comes. Close to the boundary line before Cruz can get to it. And we'll have a throw in. We've got Pullai in the ruck for the Werribee Central side against Reno Smilovic.
Boundary umpire puts it back into play. Up they go. No one gets a clean hit down. Oh, player claimed high there for the Centrals. Play on the call. He's thrown out of the pack now. The umpire's going to come in. And once again, we're going to have a ball up. And they'll earn their money today, Barry Walker. These umpires throwing it up continually, I'd suggest.
Yes, it was Casada for the Werribee Centrals at the bottom of the pack. Picked up here by Gomez. A long handball down towards centre wing. Miller taps it back towards a teammate. Gomez is in there again. Ricky May can't take advantage of the ball. Slips across the line with it, and we'll have another throw in.
The Centrals will be looking to Ricky May to do well. We've seen him play in the seniors on occasions, and he's an experienced player. As the umpire throws it back in, Bernardo goes up against Birch. Birch wins it perhaps. Coming through the pack, a chance for the North Geelong player, Yateman in the long sleeves. It was Burns is there trying to thump it forward. But the umpire said no go, and I'm going to ball it up once again before Shane Burns could get it clear.
Moves in, throws it up high. Bernardo in there again. Tapped away, though, for the North Geelong. Goes down towards the centre wing. Another pack of players. A handball out for the North Geelong side. Sees them gain a few metres, but Werribee Central's kicked the ball back towards the half-forward line. A race for the ball now as it's going further afield for the Werribee Central side, over close to the boundary line. And it beats the players across the line. Peter McPhail and the number 19 Guernsey and Rick Govan for the Werribee Centrals.
Deep forward pocket. Central's in attack as the boundary umpire commences proceedings again. Up goes Big Pooleye and won the hit down. Here's a chance for Galauka, picks it up and kicks into the centre of the corridor, and coming out and taking the nice mark. It might be the big fella Zulian, I think, is it?
Yes, it is.
Look at the size of this boy. He'd like a 4 and 20, Barry.
Like a 4 and 20.
I think he'd love a 4 and 20. I think, oh, these players aren't thinking of the 4 and 20 pies. They're a bit of a push and shove there. Tempers frayed a little bit early in this second quarter in the grand final of the reserves. Not worrying the big fella Mark Zulian. He's got the mark from the kick there from the little fella in Mick Galauka, who's coming into the play a bit there, Mickey. And he's got it across. And here's Big Zulian coming into punt kick for goal. Oh, right over the top of the goal umpire's hat. It's a beauty. Look at that one. Oh, he can kick a goal, the big boy.
Yes, his first goal for the afternoon, Werribee Central's first goal. And that's brought them right back into the game here halfway through the second quarter.
And about that Ronnie Brain, Barry's taken me can of margins with him. You wouldn't believe it. There's the scoreboard. North Geelong 2-1-13. Werribee Centrals get their first goal 1-3-9. And we're in the second quarter of the grand final of the reserves in the Geelong and District Football League Division 1.
Well, I always said he had sticky hands.
Back to the centre now. The umpire about to throw it up in this absolute mud heap at Geelong West. Now, there's been a free kick awarded here.
Boundary umpires picked...
too many in the square, I think, and Bernardo's going to take it. And Bernardo of the Centrals kicks the ball towards half forward. Up they go, kick off the ground, coming out of defence. Might have been Birch of North Geelong. Got it out wide. Pooleye goes in. They're playing soccer out here. He kicks it round the corner. Lining up for his kick round the corner was Buchanan, but the boundary line was too close. And we're going to have the boundary throw-in way up there in front of the Boral plasterboard sign.
Yes, 50 metres out from the Werribee Central's goals. Boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Up they go. Pooleye and Birch. Pooleye tries to pick it up. Miller's at the bottom of the pack. Smothers the kick off the boot there for the North Geelong player. Scramble here. The umpire letting it go. Now he's going to move in and ball it up, and we'll have a ball up about 40 metres out from the North Geelong goal.
Plenty of experience in this North Geelong side with Burns and Birch and Dalziel. Up they go. Chance there for running onto the football, number 12 there, Miller. He's going back
good
to,
handball.
Well played, got it across to his teammate, fires it in towards, but it's not a good kick at all. Unfortunately, looking for Big Zulian, but the kick was well astray, and it's gone over the line out of bounds on the full, I think.
No, it might have been touched
might
off
have been
the
touched
boot,
off the boot, Barry.
Or out of bounds before he kicked it. Yes,
It's gone back to where it was. Was out before he kicked the boundary. Umpire throws it back into play. Up goes Big Birch. Knocked away here. Here's the chance for North Geelong to get out of trouble. They can't do so. It's knocked forward for the Centrals. Up the ground, a chance. Across the face of goal. Wait on the goal umpire. I think it's 1 point, Barry.
Yes, it is.
It was hard to pick up who kicked that one. He's absolutely covered in mud.
I think it was Dahu, that number 39.
Headley Dahu, it might have been. He was the one that hit that mud pack on his back before.
Right now, from full back, McPhail kicks the ball in out towards the far side of the ground. Out they go. Birch couldn't take control of it. It slips through and it's gone across the line. I think it must have just been touched before it went over the line, and the boundary umpire takes possession of the ball and will throw it in. Throws the ball in high. Up they go, Smilovic and Pooleye. Smilovic gets a tap down, gains a few metres for the North Geelong side, as we see North Geelong 2-1-13, Werribee Central's 1-4-10 on the guest video production scoreboard. 3 points, not a big margin usually, Barry, but on a day like today, it's pretty handy to be in front rather than be 3 points down. As Big Pooleye slaps one over the back, was a nice hit down, couldn't get it away to his teammate. They stack in on top of it there again. Dalziel fires out a hand pass, comes towards, might have been Cook coming through the pack. He couldn't get rid of it. They dive in on top of it here. He'll ball this one up again, Barry Walker, I think. And by golly, they're going to earn their money, these poor old umpires. Not much they can do on a day like today, really, is there? No, it's just going to be a scramble, and it'll be whichever side's legs hang out, I think, will win this game. Smilovic gets it down to Gomez. Gomez is kicked round towards the centre wing. It's all Werribee Centrals over here, but it beats them across the line before Joel Wilson could get to it, and we'll have another throw in. Boundary umpire with the ball now. Throws it in high. They set themselves. Up they go. Tapped down there by Bernardo. He's down at the bottom of the pack again, but the umpires call for it and will throw it up. Wayne Collins in there at the bottom of that pack there for North Geelong. He's been a good player up to date in the game. Up they go. Knocked out over the back by Bernardo. Gains about 5 metres. That's a good gain on a day like today. Socket out wide. Here's a chance for the player running onto it. Couldn't handle it there for the Centrals. No free kick given. It's another boundary showing out there, and the boundary umpire is also going to earn a bit of money today as he prepares to bring this one back into play. Into the breeze. Throws it in high.
Galauka's waiting at the bottom of the pack, but it didn't get to him. Chance there for Amaquitsa might have been going through. Couldn't handle it. Ball thump forward. Here's a chance for Cruz. His kicker smothered off the boot, but it gains a few metres. Coming back on it might be Burns. Quick kick goes towards the centre wing. Perhaps over half forward now. Cleverly tapped back through his legs by a player. Handball comes out wide. Who can run onto this one? Kick it off the ground, Sonny did, but it's gone close to the goal square. Here's the chance for the veteran there. War more or less threw it over the top. Coming out of defence, a hand pass headed straight for the boundary line too, if you don't mind. That was Rick Govan. Let's see how the umpire sees it.
Yes, he's penalised him.
Oh, yes, a dangerous move by Rick Govan there. He could have handballed behind Barry, but went for the fence and the umpire pinned him.
Yes, and Lance Whittaker will take the free kick for the North Geelong side, and he's right on the boundary line, and as you can see, he's up on the bike track at the moment. Comes in now with the drop punt, kicks it across the face of goal. Up they go, over the back of the pack. A chance here for Wayne Collins. A high kick towards the goal line, off hands, through for 1 point.
Well rove by Collins, but unfortunately offline with the kick there. Just 1 point on the board.
Right.
Been a good player for them.
Waiting on the fullback in Adrian Hart now to bring this ball back into play. Kicks the ball out towards the scoreboard side of the ground. Out there it goes. Going further, socket off the ground here for the North Geelong side. Smilovic was in there. It's tapped out by Werribee Centrals. Racing onto it though is the North Geelong player who picks the ball up, kicks the ball forward. Out in front is the Werribee Centrals player in Wilson. He can't control it. Collins handballs over the top to a teammate. Gets a quick kick down towards the 10-yard square. Out they come. War couldn't take advantage of it. Falling on top of the ball there is the Werribee Centrals player, and they'll take the free kick. Played on quickly now. They kick it, the ball out of defence. Come down here towards centre wing and find Miller. Miller now with a handball towards the centre to his teammate Dahu. Dahu pushed as he kicks down towards half forward. On his hands and knees, big pull-eye there. He taps it across. Birch is in there for the North Geelong side. The umpires call for the ball and will ball it up as Shane Dalziel picks himself up from the bottom of the pack.
Right in the middle of that very muddy area there, Barry, as the umpire commences proceedings once more in the grand final. Flipped out over the back. Here's the chance for Ricky May. Runs onto the footy, fires out the hand pass to Mickey Galauka, and away they go, the Centrals, up towards half forward. Kick from Galauka. Players down there are stacking on top. It's flipped out the back. Here comes Burns. Handballs over the top. Got a teammate running free here in Gomez. Gomez is caught in the tackle, but gets the hand pass back. That might have been Burns coming through to help. Here's Burns here. I knew he was there somewhere. Hand pass from Mick Foster goes astray, but he might have been given the free kick here, has he? Yes, Mickey Foster takes it. Goes out wide. Looking for a teammate out here. He's found him in Galauka, and he takes the mark in the middle of the mud patch. Outside 50, Galauka kicks towards the pocket. Not a particularly good kick. Zulian was the target. Running onto the football. Big Buchanan's there. He's a chance to keep it in. Did well. Wait on the boundary umpire, said he didn't do well, and he's disappointed with that decision. Throws the ball into the turf, but the boundary umpire in complete control is going to throw this one in.
Right now, the boundary umpire to bring this ball back into play. Pulley in there against Birch. Up they go. Pulley gets front position. Down it comes. Oh, well picked up here for the North Geelong side and cleared from the back line down towards centre wing. Tapped to turf here. Bottom of the pack there was Bernardo for the Werribee Central side. In there also was Darren Scott for North Geelong, and the umpire will move in and ball it up. Throws the ball high in the air. Ruckman set themselves. Up they go. North Geelong bring it to turf. May taps it across to Galauka there. His handball over the top looking for his teammate in Mick Foster. Foster gets it down towards half forward, slipping across the boundary line. Taking the ball with him there is Shane Dalziel, and we'll have another throw in on the 50-metre line. Werribee Central's half forward flank.
Looked very uncomfortable there, Shane Dalziel. Plenty of mud up the back of the shorts, I'd suggest, as the boundary umpire throws it in. Up goes Pooleye, knocks it over the back. Was a good one too. Tetlow stands firm in defence, though, for the North Geelong side, and he's created the ball up. Couldn't get through the pack. It wasn't Tetlow. It was number 35, Dean Hines. Stood well.
Umpire throws the ball up in the air. Up they go. Pulley again gets the tap down. Socket off the ground here for Werribee Central's in towards a pocket. No one can take advantage of it as it goes across the line and out of bounds, and we'll have another throw in. They're forcing the ball forward, but it's very slow, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's just a matter of gaining a few yards all day today, Barry. I think just slap it forward, get a few yards, get a few more, and eventually get it down to the forward line where they can have a bit of a ping as it comes back into play. A little hand pass comes out here towards Miller, and Miller punt kicks on the right foot. Let's wait on this one. 1 point only. Been very lively, Brad Miller.
Yes, a good attempt there to score a goal there by Miller, but he was offline, and 1 point is the result. Waiting now for the full-back in McPhail to bring the ball back in. Favours the far side of the ground. Kicks it out there. Good mark taken over there by the big ruckman for North Geelong in Gary Birch, and he'll drive North Geelong forward. Kicks the ball round towards centre wing. They set themselves over there, but the mark's been taken for Werribee Centrals, and it's been taken for them by Rick Govan. Plays on quickly. Kicks the ball back towards half forward. Tapped away by the defence of North Geelong. Going in there is Thackeray. It's kicked forward though. Werribee Centrals take the mark, hit the ground running, kicked towards the forward line, tapped away from the forwards there behind the North Geelong players. It's close to the boundary line. Gomez is in there, gets a short kicker, doesn't go very far. Zulian's in there, so is Cook. The ball goes across the line and we'll have a throw in.
Yeah, they've got it bottled up on that outer side. Of course, the wind pushing the ball across there, and pretty heavy going. With these players giving their all for their respective clubs as the boundary umpire puts it back into play. Hand pass comes out for the Centrals. Cook claimed in the tackle, loses it, goes back and gets it, gets a hand pass across, almost off the ground by Gomez. He thought better of it at the last minute. Player there having, Bernardo had a bit of a fresh air shot as he slid to the ground. Umpire coming in after those mistakes, and he's going to start play again. Not a bad crowd here today considering the poor weather we've had, Barry.
No, it's good as siren sounded. Has it to, yes it has, to end the second quarter here of this grand final between North Geelong and Werribee Centrals in the Geelong and District Football League Reserve Grade Grand Final. And, well, the scoring, David, hasn't been much done.
Here's the scoreboard
there we
now.
are.
2-2-14 North Geelong. The Centrals 1-5-11. Of course, had a bit of the play in their forward line that quarter, the Centrals, but probably didn't make enough use of it, Barry. But still, 3 points. There's nothing in the game, of course, but better to be in front than behind on a day like today.
Yes, it is, because, you know, if they can come out in the third quarter and kick a couple of goals early, it'll make it very hard for the North Geelong side to get back into it. But it's going to be survival of the fittest in these conditions, and we'll take a short break and be back very shortly for the third and vital quarter.